All right, welcome back, everybody, for the Holiday Hills Pro edition of our notes. So let's get right into it. All right. Let's get rid of that. All right, we're back. All right, everybody. Good to see you. We are here with Pro Edition, as compared to our rookie notes. So, Holiday Hills Pro Edition, and obviously this is a compilation of some of my own shots, but also other streamers and other individuals that post shots that create content throughout the gaming community. So let's get into it. Okay, hole number 1, par 3. We're all familiar with all of these holes now. We're just trying to figure out the best way to play the shots to get closest or in the hole in the least amount of strokes. So hole 1, sniper, 8, 9, 10, your choice. Kingmaker, it's going to be a bounce shot onto that green. We're going to play this at 15% mid adjustment. So with the sniper 910, which is my choice, because that's what I have leveled up for pro, we're going to go 1.5 topspin. The ball guide's going to go through the hole, and that's as you hit that second bounce close or on the collar of the green. You're going to see that glitch ball guide go all the way out to the hole. If you can get that lined up appropriately in through the hole, then you're going to go ahead and adjust for your 15% for the wind at mid, and then take your shot, hit it perfect, give yourself an amazing chance at the hole-in-one. Okay, so that's hole number 1. Hole number 2, par 5. We're going to take a look at utilizing the extra mile 7 or 8. I have an extra mile 8. And as you'll see, on an extra mile 7, that's 2 yards less than an extra mile 8. So what you may do is make your elevation changes, make your adjustment for the wind, and then either go 2 topspin and or maybe push up a half a ring after your adjustment. It's up to you, your call. But you're going to have to do one of those 2 options. So with that being said, as you can see, Kingmaker, extra mile 8 for me. 10% on the first shot. We're going to be a bounce shot on that left fairway, and then you're going to have a sniper into the green. So the extra mile 8, 1.5 top spin, full left spin, 1/2 red ring in the left rough. You're going to go half a ball left curl at max adjustment. Should end up right around 344 yards. Now, what you're going to want to do is that second bounce should be equal with the shadow in the fairway so that you give yourself a really good opportunity to stay on the fairway and stay significantly short of the top rough so you don't run it through. So keep that in mind. Now, this second shot with the sniper 9 or 10, this is a Fenzel shot. So I am going to use his adjustment here. He has a video out on his channel that explains this significantly better than I'm going to. I just don't have the time to do it. But 2.5 topspin, 4 left spin, max adjustment, 0 elevation. So you're going to adjust for the max wind, and you're going to aim just left of the pin and about 1 to 1.5 squares short of the pin. Now, he states once you get that 2.5 top and that 4 left, you're going to see as you try to get the ball guide, it's going to just find like a little, a little funnel in there. And when you find that funnel, you're going to be aimed right where you need to be, which is about 1.5 squares short and about a half a pin, just left of the pin. When you do that, get your 0 elevation, max adjustment, take your shot, gives you a really, really good chance at getting the albatross. If you don't get the albatross, I'm sure you'll have multiple accounts to try to get it on either the back 9 or on future accounts. But don't give up and don't get discouraged if you don't get it the first time, because everything it comes, as you practice. So thank you for Fenzel's notes and all of the playthroughs he puts out, as well as all the content of finding all these amazing shots to help the Golf Clash community. So shout out to Mr. Fenzel. All right. Hole number 3, par 4. This again is one of those quarterback, 9 or 10, your choice. They both do the same thing here. Katana ball, 15%. First shot is going to be bouncing in that first fairway, bounce over the that bunker into the rough, and you're going to spit it out onto the green. So you're going to have 4 topspin, 3 right spin. It's a rough bump at max adjustment at 15%. The red ring cuts the top of the rough on that first bounce. So you want to put your red ring up in there about halfway through. Then when you do that, you put your 4 top and your 3 right spin on it. You're going to find that glitch in the rough bump where the ball's going to go out and then start to trickle to the left. Once you find that, you're more than welcome to go ahead and make your 15% wind adjustment. My suggestion on this adjustment, circle from the left all the way out to the right and push your adjustment away. If you pull it from left to right, or from right to left, and you try to pull against the wind, you know what's going to happen is you're going to get in there and there's going to be a tree there and you're not going to be able to see it very well. So what you'll have to do is you have to come way out on your view and then adjust that way. And that's not a precise adjustment. You're too far away to get a real precise adjustment. This shot calls for precision if you want to get a chance at a hole-in-one. There's a lot of people that get close, but because they're not making the precise adjustment, they're not giving themselves the hole-in-one chance. So my suggestion is the push-away adjustment, not the pull adjustment. So by doing that, you're going to turn the camera angle from your left around to the right, adjust it, and then push away. So that would be my suggestion on hole number 3, par 4. And if you're thinking this way in advance, it's going to be second nature for you, and you're going to save precious seconds on the clock, at least 2 or 3 extra seconds, by not having to fiddle with zooming all the way out, getting frustrated about the adjustment, having it be haphazard, and not giving yourself a really good chance at a hole-in-one. So I'll be interested to hear in the comment section below after the tournament or during the tournament. Let me know if that has saved you time and if that's a good way to approach the adjustment on this hole. So I would appreciate the feedback. All right, hole 4, par 3. We're going to stick with the quarterback 9-10. Kingmaker, 10% adjustment. We're going to drive that ball down into that rough area, and we're going to use a rough bump. So 2 backspin, full left spin, 1-to-1, +1 if you aim it in the hole. If you want to move the ball guide over to the right-hand side of the cup a little bit, then just go 1-to-1 on your adjustment. Yellow ring is going to cut that left bunker in that rough area. The blue ring is going to cut into that top rough, and you're going to have that ball guide going through the hole. And like I said, if you go 1-to-1, I would suggest that you move that ball guide a little bit to the right side of the hole, not the hole, but to the right side of the pin, but just inside the hole, and then go 1-to-1. If you're going to leave it right in the middle of the hole, go 1-to-1 +1, 0.1, okay? So that is hole number 4. Let's go on to hole number 5. Hole number 5, extra mile 8, Saturn 9 and 10. This is the way I play it. I'm playing it down the left-hand side. You're going to see a lot of people playing it down the right-hand side with a guardian backspin, but I've seen these attempts in there. They're not significantly prosperous so far. So maybe during the weekend and the opening, you're going to see more people going down the left-hand side. So my suggestion again, 15% down the left-hand side, extra mile 7, extra mile 8, Saturn 9, Saturn 10 are your clubs of choice. When you go down for the adjustment on the extra mile 8, full topspin, full left spin, with one of these Win 4 balls: Cobra, Bunny, Mummy, Skyline, Season 2 Vintage, or Pine Cone. It only gives you 2.5 side spin, so it's going to be full top, 2.5 side, and I want you to go about 90% over power there, okay, for your full top spin, full left, and your max adjustment. On your second shot, Saturn 8, Saturn 9, Saturn 10, full backspin, 1 right spin, 1 square to the right and above the hole, meaning that I can't explain it. If the pin's here, you're going to move to the right, even with the stick, and then you're going to push it 1 square past the hole. On this one, on the Saturn 8, it's going to be 1.5 or 1.25 squares past the hole. For the Saturn 10, it's going to be the same, 1.25 past the hole, 1 square to the right and above the hole. Excuse me. All right, that's going to give you an amazing opportunity for the eagle. You get an eagle there, shot on the field, people. Shot on the field. All right, hole 6, par 5. Extra mile 8, big dog 7, 8, even the Thor's hammer 6, okay? What you're looking for is about 360 yards at the end of your drive. Extra mile 8, we're just going to say 4.5 top spin, full right spin, half ball curl to the right, max adjustment. 1/2 red ring cutting the right rough. See if you can't get it out there to 360 yards, okay? So you might want to go 4.5, maybe 5 top. Then big dog 7 or 8, 0 top, full right spin, max adjustment, quarter ball right curl, yellow ring cuts the right rough. Give yourself a chance. Now, if you're in that 354, 353, 351 range, the second shot, don't even try to get an albatross. Do yourself a favor. Move it into half the red ring into the middle of that landing pad up at the top of the fairway and just go, maybe a quarter ball top spin, full right spin, and then make your max adjustment for the win and then hit it perfect. Because if you're less than the 360 range, you're going to be at an angle that's too difficult for your big dog to curl over to the right, okay? If you're at 360, you're at more of a desirable angle, which gives you more of a straight shot at it. You got to be careful of those pine trees on the left, though. And if you're there, you have more chance to use your curl to the right and your spin to the right to get yourself close to that albatross opportunity. So keep that in mind. 360 is your optimal landing or finishing spot for yardage on that drive. All right, hole 7, par 3. Sniper is what we're going to use. It's at least my choice. We're going to go Kingmaker plus 20% at max. Okay. We're going to bounce off the right island because we have that wind that's coming from northeast to southwest. So it's basically coming cross into our face. So what we want to do is sniper 9 or 10, 5 backspin, 5 left spin, max adjustment. Remember that. Orange ring cuts that left rough. Here's the difference. Ball guide is about a half a square right of the hole, yet the end of the ball guide is going to be even with the hole, okay? So you can get everything set up, and you're going to see that the ball guide's about a half a square right of it, but you need to pull back a little bit so the end of the ball guide is even with the hole, and then the yellow or the orange ring is still cutting that left rough, okay? I may even have that wrong. It might even be, is it blue, red, then yellow? Yeah, the orange ring. So orange ring cuts that left rough. So keep that there, all right? And that's going to give you a really, really, really good opportunity for a hole-in-one, okay? And that's a consistent opportunity as well. All right, hole number 4, and I apologize about the little snafu there. There are so many holes that we play as streamers, so many different accounts that have so many different adjustments and elevation changes and spins and all of that, that sometimes they just kind of cross over. So forgive me on that one. All right, hole 8, par 4, extra mile 7 or 8. We're going to go berserker ball. 15%. And again, I'm going to give Mr. Alex Fenzel a shout out here. I've been able to accomplish this shot pretty significantly on a regular basis now due to his walkthrough, and I want to thank him for that and give him the credit. So first shot is a driver, extra mile 7 or 8. You can go 4 topspin, 4 left spin. You're going to go about 30% over power. Now, here's the difference. You're going to go to the right fairway. I want you to push your ball extended ball guide and or the bullseye all the way out. And then on the left-hand side, that's where you want half of the red ring to cut the rough at your extended position, your landing position. Once you position that, you can let it go, you release it, it'll move back, and then you're going to make the 15% over adjustment for the wind. You're going to make your wind adjustment, and then you need to push it back up to max for your wind adjustment. Then, if you're interested, you can go back to Fenzel's original playthrough and watch how he talks about the overpower of how many more rings you need for overpower to equal where you need to land for the ball to adjust perfectly to land in the rough and spit out onto the green. It's a very simple concept, very well explained by Mr. Fenzel, and I suggest that you go watch his walkthrough video if you're interested. If not, try to guess what 2 rings of power would be, which is about 35% over power, and hit that ball as perfect as possible, and you'll see the ball come down, bounce, hit that rough about 3/4 of the way through, roll out through those 2 collars, and get on the green for an easy eagle putt. All right, so that is hole number 8 and par 4. Coming to number 9, our final hole on the front, and of course our finishing hole, par 5. We're going to go with the big topper, in my opinion, 5 and 6. That gives you 317 yards. If you're interested, you can go ahead and put on a Berserker, Power 4 ball. You can just stick with a Titan ball if you want. But if you're going to stick with a Titan ball, you're going to have to bring the big dog no matter what. If you go with a Berserker, you have a choice between a big dog and a Sniper 9, Sniper 10. But if you do the Berserker or an extra mile 8 or something like that, you're going to have to do some significant overpower to get it out there. With the big topper, about 30% overpower with the Berserker at 10%. I want to sneeze, sorry. Your first adjustment, obviously, is the left fairway again. Second shot's that big dog. Big topper 4, 5, or 6. Full top spin, 1 right spin, 10% overpower. Should land around a 411 yard mark, 409, 411. Adjust for the wind and push back up to max adjustment on your drive. Once you do that, again, you'll take about a 15% overpower, get it out to that 409, 411 mark. Put yourself in a really nice position for a big dog. Now, again, like on hole 7, you're going to have that northeast to southwest wind. So it's going to kind of be pushing from right to left, but a little bit in your face. So now we have to take a little bit of backspin off so that we can get the ball to the hole. So we tried 3.5, 4 backspin our first time last night, and we were significantly short. So what we're going to do tonight is 3 backspin, 1 right spin, max adjustment, and you're going to be a half a square to 1 full square right of the cup for the wind push. And then what I want you to do is I want you to adjust plus 10% over adjustment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that in here right now. It's really not for the elevation. It's actually for the wind, okay? So I'm actually going to take that back out of there, and I'm going to say right here, add an additional 10% wind adjustment. Okay? Now, what that means is, let's do this. IE means example. 8 mph wind. Add 0.8 rings equals 8.8 miles per hour. All right, so hopefully that makes sense to all of you. So what I'm going to do is go here, highlight, underline. That should give you an opportunity. I find that helps me when I have that wind in our face, and it gives you an opportunity just to get it up there without having to use any overpower. So if you just make your adjustment without the overpower, you're going to see what's going to happen is you're going to adjust. It's going to go into overpower with the big dog with 3 backspin. It'll barely get into overpower, but don't be tempted to use too much overpower with that. Just hit your normal shot and it'll get on the green. You'll be short of the stick and you'll give yourself a really great eagle to end your front 9 and your 18 holes. And hopefully you'll be actually qualified from the opening into the weekend. So those are the pro notes that I have. Hope this walkthrough helped any of you. And as all the streamers always say, thank you to the community for supporting us. Thank you for subscribing to us. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your feedback. What can we do better? Let us know. What we're doing great, let us know. And then again, we and I wish you all the best in the Holiday Hills tournament, whether you're playing rookie, pro, expert, or masters. And we look forward to seeing you on the course. So with that being said, may you all make the weekend round. See you later.